everyone, and welcome back for another tutorial video. Aries here, bringing you a new dampening formula that I've come across in times, because we've had a lot of people asking, well, how do you do dampening? There's really nothing that's really clear that I've found so far, so I'm going to try to simplify this as best as I can. I used to not really want to touch dampening because I was fast enough without it. But now that I've been able to hone in a little bit more on dampening and the ability of what it can do to the car, I'll tell you what, it's definitely worth knowing this knowledge, and I'm going to simplify it right now for you. So here up on the screen, I'm going to put it up right now. This is the front and rebound formula that I've come across. Okay, guys, this is an accurate formula. Even though it is an estimate, it is very accurate in terms of how close the estimate is. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. Front and rebound right here, you can see W percent LBS times a 9.8 divided by an LSR RH squared plus 1. That's what the formula looks like for your front rear rebound formula. Let's go ahead and put up the front rear bump formula. As you can see, the first portion of the equation is very identical. B percent LBS times 9.8 divided by now USR RH squared plus 1. Alright, so I know that, what the hell is that? I know it's on your mind, so let's break it down real quick. Here's the breakdown of what all these abbreviations mean. WB percent, guys, is weight balance. Also, please note that I'm going to show you where you can find these here shortly, so don't worry, we're going to cover every square for you. But WB percent is your weight balance of your car. You can find this inside your garage. LBS is the total weight of the car. This is the total weight of your car after your upgrades or whatever you're going to run on it. Tires, the whole 9 yards, whatever the weight of the car. I'll also show you where you can find this. LSR, your lower spring rating. This is the lowest minimum spring number that you can possibly have on your car. I will also show you where to find this, but this is going to be in our tuning section. And just to define this, this is the lowest spring. So you would take that slider on your springs ratings and you'll take it all the way down to the left. That's as low as you can go. That's going to be that number. USR, upper spring rating. This is the maximum height that your springs can go to, the most pounds that they can take, or the stiffness that you can take. Okay, guys, so you're going to take that slider all the way to the right. Once again, I will show you how to do that. RH, guys, should be pretty simplistic. Ride heights. Okay, so let me just break this down right before we get any further. When you use the front and rear rebound formula, the ride height that you're going to use for that is your front ride height. So front ride height to rebound formula. The one that you're going to use for your bump formula is going to be the rear ride height. So rear ride height goes to your bump formula. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you where we can find our weight balance right now, and this also includes our pounds of our vehicle. So as you can see on the screen right now, we're in our garage. You'll go to your garage where you can select a car. On the very bottom here, you can see where it says division, current restrictions, and all that stuff. Also on the bottom right, go ahead and hit Y. It says toggle. You'll use toggle. As you can see, it switched it over to our 7.0, 7.2, 8.8, and 7.0 and R35 class. Go ahead and toggle it one more time. Boom. Here's what we need to know. There's our powers, 485. Our torque's 478. There is our weight. Record that number right now on the car that you want to do. So you're that 2,753 pounds. That is going to be my weight. So that's my LBS. Okay, guys, that's my LBS. That's my number that I'm going to use. Now, see, just to the right of it says front 50%. Guess what? That is my WB percent. That is my weight balance percent. So now I have my weight balance percent. We're going to stop real quick. This is what I need to also describe to you on these formulas. For the front rebound, you will use the weight balance displayed on your TV screen now. So that 50%, okay, that's what I'm going to use for my front rebound percent. Now, let's say that that percent said 45. So imagine that 50 is not there. It is now 45. I will substitute that 45 in the rebound formula. But now, when it comes to the rear bump formula, I'm going to use 55% because, right, 45 plus 55 is 100. So you got to put the difference in the rear of the formula. You guys understand that? So once again, front rebound is going to be 45%. Let's just say it's 45%. I know it's 50 on the screen, but just bear with me. 45% on the front there that we're going to indicate, which means I got to put 55. So in this case, what you're seeing on the screen is I got a front rebound of 50. So I'll put 50. So then now it makes it really simplistic, and my bump's also going to be at 50% on that weight balance. Okay, guys? Really, really simple. So let's go ahead and move on. We're going to take us into the tuning section. Let's go ahead and real quick go to the tuning and pull this up. And we're going to go ahead and show you where the lower spring rating can be found. So you're going to scroll right on over to your springs. Here we go, guys. So you can see we got it all set up. So lower spring rating. What we're going to do is take that slider down towards soft, all the way down to the left. Boom. That 142.6. Do you guys see that? 142.6. So I want you guys to record that number. That is going to be your LSR. That is your LSR. Now, go down to the other sliders to make it simple. Go all the way to the right. And we got 1140.8. That is going to be our USR. Okay, our USR. Now let's say right here on the bottom, we're going to move down to RH. Here's my ride heights. This is the ride heights that I particularly want to do. Okay, so let's just take that in there. There's no reason or rhyme to this. It's whatever you want to do. So if I want to run a ride height of 3.0 and 4.2, all I'm going to do is now take that 3.0. I'm going to insert that in the RH squared position for the rebound. And then I will go to the bump formula. I'll take the 4.2 and obviously input it in to my RH squared, which would be 4.2 squared on my bump formula. So right now, guys, you have every number that you need. We've filled in the blanks. So now it's time to go ahead and break this down and do the mathematics. So what you're going to do on this one, guys, you'll take the WB percent and you're going to multiply it by the LBS first. So WB multiplied by the LBS. You'll come up with a large decimal number. And now you're going to take that number and you're going to multiply it by 9.8. 9.8 is a constant. Never substitute it with anything else. It stays the same, okay? So multiply that number by 9.8. Now have that set right here. Go ahead and put your divisible symbol right here. And now what we're going to do is do the other part of the equation. We're going to take that upper spring rating of 1140.8. We're going to go ahead and multiply it by 4.2 squared. So if you want, make things really simple. Go ahead and take the 4.2, square that off first, get that total number first. Now multiply it by our USR. You're going to come up with that number. There you go. There's that number. Now, don't worry about that plus one yet. What you're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take the left side of the equation, divide it by the total of the right side of the equation. You're going to come up with your decimal here, and you're going to go ahead and add 1 to it. Add 1. The 1 is also constant. You'll add 1. Now, let me put this down for you guys. The number that you're coming up with right now, okay, whether you come up with this and that, and whatever car, okay, round it up to that nearest point, okay? So if, for example, if I'm getting a 9.611, I'm going to round to 9.6, okay? Now, this is the cool thing. This estimate is good for a +3 or -3 of the bump that you're seeing. So, for example, if we got a 9.6 output for a rebound or bump, I can go usually +3 or -3 from that. So, without further ado, guys, I hope this formula helps. Once again, if there's anything that you aren't clear on, go ahead and message me in the comment box. I'll do whatever I can to go ahead and specify anything in the side of the formula. Be coming out with more videos. Please recommend anything that you would like me to do for you guys. Till then, I hope you guys stay fast. I hope this helps. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Share it with your buddies and friends. I'd greatly appreciate it. And once again, we'll see you on the track as always. TNR Aries signing out.